Someone say lobster?
Lobster. Lobster.
Yeah, he said.
I have an appointment. Okay, cool.
Unfortunately, they said no filming, so I may not really be able to show you, but basically it's a big white tent in a parking lot, and they seem to be pretty efficient. Fortunately, there's not a lot of waiting.
Is it time?
What's that?
I said, is it time?
It's that time, yeah.
Hi there.
My name's Amanda. I'm going to be doing your test.
Okay.
Can you just tell me your full name and date of birth, please? Right. Have you had a test yet?
I have not had a test yet.
Okay. Goes up each one of your nostrils.
Can be a bit of a
15
tearjerker.
seconds.
Okay.
Ready?
It's not comfortable, but it's not painful.
Yeah.
Just stay nice and still.
All right,
I'll
all
be
done.
quick. And now
Took it a while, I know.
quick. And now one more.
I know.
All right, all done. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're just doing your job.
It's not great.
Mike chart at Jefferson, or are you just going to wait for the
All right, when she's done, you guys
We
are
tried
good to go.
We're good to go. Thank you. What'd you think? It's very uncomfortable. It's not the worst thing in the world.
It like still hurts. I couldn't help, like my eye just started tearing. He's like, you took it really well. I'm like, did I? Oh, here.
Actually, I would say it was as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's not horrible, but it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's definitely uncomfortable. They were really great. All the nurses were amazing. It was really quick. It was quicker than I expected, but it was not comfortable. I'll say that.
Thank you to the medical professionals, the doctors, the nurses, everyone out there. But here at our station, you guys were awesome. You rock. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Let's pray for good results. I've got great news. I just tested negative for COVID. This is great news. Now we can go see our friends and my family. Yay. Guacamole.
I need more cash.
It's expensive.
Wow. So, driving on the New Jersey Turnpike is not cheap, especially when you have a trailer. We weren't really sure what we owed. Turns out $35 for that trip.
When you get off the Jersey Turnpike at the George Washington Bridge, which is the last part you can. It was supposed to be $13 for a regular car, but it was $35 for us, so whoop!
Well, I have to say that weather makes a huge difference on your camping experience. It has been super hot the past few weeks, and we made it to Maine last night, and it is a breath of fresh air. It's nice and cool, probably 65, 70 degrees. As you can see, Coco is doing a workout, and back when it was hot, it was so hard to get motivated to do a workout when it's 90 degrees, but now it's nice and cool. You don't have to get that sweaty.
Hey! It's our first day in Kennebunkport, Maine, and we are headed to the Clam Shack.
Now, if you don't know, Maine is known for all the great seafood, lobster rolls.
Lobster.
Yes,
Say it right.
lobster. Lobster rolls. So that's gonna be our first stop. I think that's what we're gonna get, lobster rolls, right?
Lobster rolls and maybe some clams. I don't know.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a famous
so much fun.
lunch spot, restaurant spot. Let's go check it out.
All right. Can I please get a lobster roll?
Yeah, would you like butter, mayonnaise, or
Both. All right, we just got our food and we're sitting waterfront and it's picture perfect. But we ordered lobster rolls, and when they ask you if you want mayo or butter or both, you say both. And because it's the clam shack, we also ordered some clams. They're fried clams. Got some tartar sauce on the side. This is gonna be our first lobster roll in Maine. Pumped.
This is award-winning lobster roll. I can't wait any longer. Let's go.
So we are currently at Striper's, and it is waterfront. It's supposed to be great cocktails and a great dinner as well, but we are just here for cocktails. Maybe some oysters too if we get a little peckish. But there's a perfect view of the water, amazing mansions in front of us, and I think I might just move to Kennebunkport. Yeah, it's time.
Well, this is fantastic. It may not look like it's inclement weather, but we just got our cocktails. And then it started raining on us. And we're hoping that...
But it's a sun shower.
We're hoping it's a sun shower that'll pass very quickly, but I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But you
Brought
can
our
look,
rain jackets just in case.
look, all these chairs, they're all privately partitioned on the grass, and there's the ocean. It's absolutely beautiful. Great little place to have a sun shower, a sundowner.
Although the sun doesn't set very early here in the summer in Maine.
So today starts our journey through Acadia National Park, and it is Acadia, not Arcadia. A lot of people confuse that.
Get it right, kids.
So the first hike we're doing is
Cadillac Mountain. We're doing the north route. It's about 4 miles and 1,100 feet of elevation gain, so it's gonna be a good one. Moderate, supposedly, on all trails.
So as always, you can see that Clet just really can't keep up with me during these times. But
That is ridiculous! He made me wait!
all right, for those of you who would like to have the great sights but don't really feel like making this hike, you can still drive up, and there are actually some really cool off-skirts just off the road. We saw people bring up their camping chairs, bottle of wine. I think they're going to watch the sunset, and that is basically on this trail. So we passed a few of those already. About 3/4 of the way up. I think that's it right up there. Right up there.
We made it to the top of Cadillac Mountain. The views are absolutely stunning. 360 degrees of views, mostly of Bar Harbor and Acadia National Park. It's well worth it.
But you can see, you can drive up here. There's a parking lot right there.
Yeah, Scott, why didn't we do that?
It's handicap accessible. So we've been walking the past hour and a half, 2 hours.
An hour.
Was it an hour? It was just an hour.
Felt like more because it was all uphill.
We're on another hike today. We're at the Beehive hike, which is roughly 1.5 miles, I think 500 feet vertical.
It's supposed to be a strenuous hike, hard and fast, just how I like it. Wait, sounds bad.
Good for hikes.
But true. I mean with hikes.
Let's go hike. So we've heard good things and bad things about this trail. Good things is it's not super long. Bad thing is it's pretty intense and steep and does require a little bit of scrambling, climbing. But I think we'll be okay.
I'm with the climber, so it's gonna be fine. made it to the top.
That's right, a total 500 and some feet of elevation.
Yep.
Actually, the top's right back there, but there were too many people, so we want a little peace and quiet. This is not for beginners. This is actually a pretty tough hike when it comes to scrambling up the mountain, but I loved it. I thought it was a blast.
It is definitely not for the faint of heart. I mean, you get really close to the edge, and it's a lot more scrambling and climbing than actually hiking. So I would say if you don't like heights, you probably shouldn't do this hike. But if you want a good adrenaline heart pump, then you should definitely do this hike.
So supposedly there's an easier way down, and we need to go find that right now.
I hope so, because I feel like going down the way we went up would be a little sketchy.
No bueno.
Okay, let's go. So we just got to Havana. Actually, it's Havana. And we are in downtown Bar Harbor. And this is an upscale tapas restaurant with Cuban food, Cuban flair. And it is one of Obama's favorite places in Bar Harbor, so you know we had to go. So we ordered the mojitos because we're technically in Cuba right now, right? And we ordered some mussels with andouille sausage to go along with it. Perfect thing after a hike, liquor. Something that's really cool about the campsite that we're staying at in Bar Harbor, which is the Bar Harbor Koa campground, is that they deliver lobster to your trailer. I mean, you can go up to the lobster airstream. Yes, I said lobster airstream. Or you can call them and have them deliver it straight to you. So we just ordered 2 and 3.
Someone say lobster?
Lobster! Lobster, sorry. Lobster delivery, not lobster. Almost 3 pounds of lobster are being delivered to this airstream right here in Maine. Love it here.
All of my lonely life I dream of you.
What are we drinking tonight? Is that Laurent Perrier?
This is a nice bottle of champagne that we've had with us probably like a year, maybe more, I don't know. And we didn't want to leave it home, so we brought it along. So it's been taking up a lot of space in our fridge, and now it's time that this thing moves out from the fridge to our bellies.
You're like a fairy tale, a wish come true.
Okay, so we just got to Portland and we decided to rent an Airbnb for a few nights that's close to the city because there are no campsites that are within Portland city limits, and we wanted to be able to bike everywhere. But we have a pretty tight driveway behind us, and Scott's going to do the maneuvering. So let's check this out. This should be good.
So it's going back over here.
Whoa, wait. You're scraping them.
So we had a little bit of a problem, basically because the trailer won't go in, or I'm going to rip off some of our plumbing. So I'm going to have to put on a different hitch that basically brings the front down and will give us space to get in. So if you can, chalk one of the tires. So we made it to one of the more famous spots in Portland, Maine, and that is Eventide Oyster Company. So it is on all the recommended lists to come, and Colette has been super pumped to come check it out.
Colette has been super pumped to come check this out because Colette is obsessed with oysters. So we just ordered a bunch of local oysters from Maine, and I think we got a dozen of them. I got some champagne, Scott got a local IPA, and I am excited to eat. This is gonna be our first meal in the foodie city of Portland, and I'm super pumped to just eat my way through the city.
The whole reason we're doing this trip is to see our family. And we drove across the country, California to New Jersey. We just stopped off at Maine at some point to see our family, and we are roughly 1 hour away